would like to talk about something the Lord's been teaching me quite heavily in the last few weeks, and this is the only thing that I sometimes struggle with, and it's not something you should struggle with. It's just the lack of renewing of my mind in that area. So yeah, the new covenant is about no struggle, and you shouldn't have the same issues as I have with it. But I'm gonna open up this thing because probably you can relate to some of these blocks in your relationship with God. Actually, it's about helplessness, and I'm asking you, Holy Spirit, to come and speak to me. I don't want to hear myself, and I want you to show up and touch the people. So, when you come to the point when you realize that the presence of God has value above everything else, and you just feel like that's the real deal. Like, I'm gonna give up everything to live it and experience it, and I don't care about anything. I just wanna have it all the time, and give up my career, give up my school, give up anything. I just want you, and the Lord delights in it when we realize the value of His closeness. But sometimes this attitude of like, I want to do everything for it, is the thing that blocks the experience of His presence. So it's like, you want it so badly, you want to do your part, you want to some way like facilitate it, and He doesn't cooperate with our efforts. Like, He wants to give His presence as a free gift. And there is this verse in the Song of Songs that, who is that coming up from the wilderness, waiting on her beloved? And it's like, yeah, you will be in the wilderness as long as you're leaning on your own efforts, your own understanding, no matter how bad you want to be in the promised land, no matter how bad you want to be in an oasis or some good place, like, no matter how much you value it, you cannot get there just by valuing it. You actually need to let Him take you there. Also in the Song of Songs, there's this verse that He has taken me into the wine house. And it's like, you cannot go there. Maybe you know how well this wine is, how good is this feast, and you feel like it's worth like crashing the door or climbing up through the window or whatever, like going through the roof. He says that no, it doesn't work like that. It's like it's either done by me or it cannot be done. And sometimes I get into this trap that I want Him so badly, and I want to experience Him so badly, that I miss the main point. Is that He wants to do it all. He doesn't want to legitimize my efforts. He wants to be exclusive. He wants to do the whole thing, And if I try to prevent this from happening, actually I exclude myself from his presence. And it's like when Abraham is about to sacrifice Isaac, and he's ready. He knows the value of his relationship with God. Like, I will do everything to you, okay? Here is my son. I'm ready to kill him right now and offer it up. If you want that, I'm going to give you that. And the Lord delights in it. Like, oh yeah, you're great. You recognize who I really am and how much worth I have. But now that you realize that, actually, I don't want you to do it. I want to do that for you. I want to provide the sacrifice for you. And actually, sacrificing a son is something I want to do. And I'm not about you doing it. I wanted you to recognize the value, and I just wanted you to be open and willing to receive my gift. But that's all I want to do. I don't want your sacrifice. And he tells us this when we come to him. Like, so happy to recognize my value. So happy that you know how much I'm worth. But now that you know, let me do that for you. Let me do the taking in to the wine house. Let me do the taking out of the wilderness. And sometimes Christians, including me, we think we do something wrong when we try to get close to God. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't experience anything. And we don't do anything wrong. The wrong is that we do. Like, no, what we do is the fact that we do. Because he wants to do it all. And yeah. Well, I need to say it again. Like, it's not about what we do wrong. It's the fact that we do something is the wrong. And God is teaching me about complete helplessness and how much this is one of the gates into his presence. It's like you can't even value his presence enough so that it takes you there. You can't do anything. You have to be taken. And it's so weird, because when we recognize how good is it to be drenched and overwhelmed by him, then all we want to do is give our all. And he says, nice, but I want to give my all instead. And so when you come to the state of complete helplessness, it's not because you are missing something. It's a sign that you are doing great. You need to come to the point when you realize that you are completely helpless. So every time I do something for the Lord or for whatever, and I don't realize my complete helplessness, it's just crap. Like, even though if I'm gifted in it, and even if it turns out pretty well and people are blessed, I feel like, no, it was done by me. Oh no. It was like, I didn't allow you to do it for me. He's jealous of our own ideas and methods of getting closer to him. He wants to be the way as well. He wants to be our relationship. So he doesn't just want to be the one we relate to. He wants to be the relationship itself as well. So when we still feel like you are just like a vegetable, like unable to do anything, it's the right place. You just come to him and tell him like, I'm just a vegetable and you need to do something to me. I can't love you, I can't desire you, I can't do anything about you. Like, actually, if it's up to me, I'm gonna leave you tomorrow. Like, I'm so helpless. You need to do something with me? And he's like, yeah, I'm all about to do that. I couldn't do it because you were trying so hard that you didn't allow that to me, but I couldn't help you giving it up. Yeah, so chill out. If you are helpless, you are the best place. And it seems to contradict, like, give your all, then don't give anything. It's like, yeah, you value his presence like crazy, but realize that all you can do is stop resisting him, because everything is done by him. So, yeah, you're doing great if you feel completely helpless, because that's when he shows up. If you finally stop getting out of the helplessness, because that's why we are scared when we are helpless. We want to find a solution, and he says like, just stop trying a solution to your helplessness. It's the real deal that you are helpless. That's the reason why I am who I am, because you are helpless and I created you to be so. I want to do it all for you. So, yeah, don't be afraid of feeling helpless. Don't be afraid of feeling no desire for the Lord, no sense of the Spirit. Just be aware of Him and don't resist Him, whatever way He is coming to you. God bless you guys.